Well, news broke today. The Life Education Trust in Dunedin is facing an uncertain future, with funding becoming a major issue. The organisation that provides health education to primary and intermediate pupils is struggling to find the $100,000 it needs for running costs. Otago manager Janine Race joins us to explain what's happening. Good evening, Janine.
Good evening.
What is the funding situation that you're dealing with at the moment?
Well, it's always been a bit of a struggle because we need so much money, and the problem is that we need operational costs rather than special projects. Sometimes we need special projects, but operational costs are often not funded by some of the charitable organisations that give grants. So if you want to buy something, it's not so bad, but just to get the money to pay the petrol for the vehicles and the the general running costs is the difficulty.
How has it come to this point?
Well, I think it's always been quite difficult. It's not new for it to be difficult, but this year and last year I think it's particularly difficult. The gaming trusts who have supported us quite regularly over the last few years are themselves finding that they've got less money to distribute. So our sources are sort of drying up, really.
Remind us what the Life Education Trust does.
Well, we're the Otago Life Education Trust, so we operate in Dunedin and up the Waitaki Valley and right through North Otago, and we provide health-based education for children aged 5 to 12. It's a program that teaches children to learn that they are unique, their bodies are important, they need to look after themselves and other people and their environment, and the objective is, at the end of it, that they should be able to make good, healthy living choices.
Why is it important that this program continues?
Well, there's no one else that does it. The schools find difficulties in fitting a health program. They have a health program, but they just don't handle this. And because we're talking, when we get to the later stages, we're talking specifically about things like drugs. They're not easy subjects for people who aren't specially trained to talk about it. We have specially trained educators to do that.
Is there a particular funding model that you would prefer for the organisation rather than relying on gaming trusts?
Oh, it would be fantastic if this was some wonderful pool. I attended a seminar run by the Otago Community Trust fairly recently, where we were looking at ways in which they could best use their funding, and perhaps if there was some sort of better coordination between organisations so that people that did similar things were able to coordinate. There are just so many organisations seeking funds these days.
So what's the next step for the Trust?
Not to panic. We're still okay. We have funding in hand. We must keep funding in hand. So we're working. We've already had 17 requests out since March this year. We still have some that are waiting for answers. We'll seek more funding elsewhere, and we will do our own volunteer fundraising as well. We're not just sitting back waiting for others to give us the money.
Well, good luck.
Thank you, we need it.
Life Education Trust Otago Manager Janine Race, thanks very much for your time.
Thank you.